Hey, what's up guys, Jed here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about 5 of some of the worst foods that could ruin your intermittent fasting weight loss success. So if you guys are looking forward to that, go ahead and do me a favor by giving this video a like, and without further ado, let's get right into it. Starting off with number 1, and that is fast food, more specifically burgers. Now you can go to any fast food restaurant that you want and just look at any of the burgers that they have on their menu. You will almost always see the amount of calories that they have. Now just imagine if that was plus the drink or whatever else you have on the side, then that's very caloric. So as I always say, if you want to make sure that you are progressing consistently, it would probably be best to stay away from fast food. Moving on to the second thing on our list, and that is avocados. And one thing I will tell you guys is that I love avocados. There are so many recipes that you can make, and most importantly, it's a healthy source of fat. But guess what? Foods that are a good, healthy source of fat tend to be very caloric. So when it comes to avocados, yes, they are very caloric. If you look up just one whole avocado, you can see that it is in fact very caloric. Now it's okay to just have one avocado a day, but you know, the average person doesn't always just eat one avocado a day. See, because when it comes to eating certain things that people like, they're not always going to go by the rule of, okay, I can only have one of these a day. Some people do, but most people don't. And what they would rather do is be like, man, that tasted good, I want more. Don't do that. Number 3, nuts. That's right. You know those tiny, puny little things? They look tiny, but they're huge in calories, especially if you eat a lot of it. But of course, they are a good source of healthy fats, once again, but that doesn't make it okay to eat a lot of it. You can have a little bit here and there, but just don't binge on them like you would a bag of chips. If you did that, well, then good luck with your intermittent fasting weight loss progress. Number 4, peanut butter. And you might be thinking, what? Peanut butter? I have that all the time. How could that possibly be high in calories? Well, the reason it's high in calories is because, number 1, it comes from nuts. And number 2, it's because people don't measure it. And I can almost guarantee that the way you put peanut butter is you get your spoon, you scoop it up like that, put it on your bread, and you think you're good. But if you look at the label of the peanut butter, there is a serving size. And if you've actually seen the serving size, it's usually around 32 grams or something along those lines. And when you actually measure that and see what it looks like, it's not as much as what you're doing when you get a scoop of peanut butter. It's way less. So the amount you're putting is very caloric. And even with that said, the actual serving size that you need to be putting according to the label, even that alone is already caloric. So can you imagine if you're not listening to that and you're just putting more than it's suggesting? You know what happens from there. Number 5, very popular, chips. That's right. And just like the peanut butter, it also has a label with a serving size. Of course, it's always going to depend, but generally it's about 10 to 14 chips. Don't quote me on that. That really depends. But the point is, it has a serving size. And when was the last time that you actually saw somebody, or even your friend or your family member, that actually got a bag of chips and counted 14 chips, put it on a plate, and just ate that? No one does that, except for me, unfortunately. So when people don't do that, what they're typically doing is they're getting their hand and just constantly eating chips as much as they want, and they stop when they want. And when you do that, calories accumulate, thus eventually putting you in a caloric surplus. Therefore, you will not progress in your intermittent fasting weight loss journey. So if you want to make sure that you're progressing consistently, you have 2 options. Either stay away from these 5 foods that I just mentioned, or have them in moderation and be smart about it. But anyway, that's all I gotta say about that. And if you guys are interested in learning if coffee breaks a fast, be sure to check out this video right here. And as always guys, if you enjoyed this video or are new to the channel, consider subscribing if you haven't already, and tap that notification bell so that you never miss out on any future videos. Also, don't forget to give this video a like and comment down below letting me know. Have you guys been eating some of these foods? And with that said, I will see you guys next time.